What's she eating? She looks like she's eating something. I think she's eating something. She's always eating something. What am I saying? She's eating something always. Probably everything. Maybe it's the Subway that Caseytron left behind after... what am I saying? Caseytron didn't leave behind no Subway. They just got f***ing embarrassed. Again. Alright, MorePegasus. Let's get into it. I missed one of the videos. Maybe we'll get into some updates from yesterday's video. I took a little bit of a break. I had to, man. I was going insane. I've been making way too much content. And now, we're gonna make even more content! It's going to be absolutely diabolical!
Welcome back to a series so spellbinding, even Harry Potter subscribed. In today's video, Hasan is now denying lying about Asmongold and says that Asmon actually lies about him. He's
What? Okay.
also called out Nux Taku and calls him
I'm not a liar! You're all liars!
an Israeli lolly lover, implying that he's a PDF file.
He's an Israeli lolly lover. A lie. He's not Israeli, and he doesn't love lolly. I don't know. I don't get it. Like, people actually listen to this guy. Incredible.
Out of nowhere, Ice Poseidon has now called out Hasan.
Oh, fuck. Nope, never mind. Never mind. Turn back.
Baldus streamer Tectone has shown his veteran brother the viral clip of Frogan saying that soldiers should get PTSD.
Bro, even degenerate people are saying that Hasan is a degenerate, and that's fucking crazy.
Updates from Queen of all incels, Caseytron. Ethan's never-ending beef with simp journalist Taylor Lorenz
Dude, I love it. I love this beef that he's got going on with Taylor Lorenz now. Hopefully he sues her.
continues. Subscribe, we are so close to 700k. Thank you, Ludwig, for your contributions.
Let's up those numbers!
Now let's begin with this tweet. Hasan denies making things up about Asmongold, points to his AI thumbnails, also calls out Nux Taku.
I mean, can you imagine what it would be like if you just had people on the internet that would just make stuff up about you with no...
Dude, why is it so delayed? Why is Hasan's videos always fucking garbage?
basis and just fucking put it out there and just say random shit with no evidence?
Wait, that's so crazy because, like, I think he literally has been abusing, he's been spamming, like, AI thumbnails recently, too. And, like, he makes it, I saw, like, one thumbnail that popped up on my fucking For You page on my YouTube.
So he does watch Asmongold's content. He does watch all these people's content that he says he doesn't watch. Or else they wouldn't be popping up into his For You. That's not how that works, dude. If you watch stuff, that's what you get recommended.
And it gave me a jump scare. It was me, like, holding a gun. And it was, like, on the other side, it was, like, Ludwig, I think. So I don't know what he was implying. I think he was, like, implying that I'm, like, killing Ludwig or something. I don't know what, like...
Dude, that is so fucking dishonest because obviously that's not what that was.
At this point, like, the lore crafting is so is so out of pocket.
Like, it's all like it's like this weird mirroring thing too, where he's like criticizing you, but like in the process describing himself.
Oh my god. That's literally what Hasan's doing. Who the fuck is this guy?
Like perfectly. Yeah. Imagine being a guy who doesn't know anything and tells lies on the internet.
Yeah, imagine that! Imagine that! Bro, what the fuck? Are we in backwards land?
All the time.
Okay, can somebody in the audience tell me, who is this guy? Like literally who? Buddy, just hop off.
Dude, we all want to know.
Off his shalong, man. It is crazy how much absolute dick sucking is just going on here. I told you, there's a waiting list for that shit. You gotta get past iDubbbz. You gotta get past Dan Clancy. You gotta get past the Hasan Orbiters. My god, get in line. Also, if it wasn't obvious already, the hypocrisy is so insane, bro. Hasan will constantly lie and twist stories to fit his agenda, and he's out here calling other people out. And then his two yes man minions there going like, Hasan, you're so cool, bro. Absolutely pathetic. Now let's take a look at what Hasan was talking about. Basically, he's talking about this video posted on Asmongold's clip channel. Now keep in mind that Asmongold...
That is a based as fuck thumbnail, though. I gotta give it to him. Man, I wish I could come up with something that good.
talking about this video posted on Asmongold's clip channel. Now keep in mind that Asmongold doesn't really run this channel. It's his editor who takes care of everything here. So if we look at the thumbnail here, Hasan is pointing a gun at the camera, and then we got Ludwig here. It kind of looks like Hasan is, you know, going after Ludwig here. Now, is this AI? Yeah, probably. Is this clickbait? Yeah, probably 100%. But is it very far from the truth? Hasan did wave around a gun, so it's not that crazy to, you know, change the position of a gun a little bit. Now, he's also known to absolutely dog walk Ludwig and make him delete videos and apologize to him. So I feel like this is more of a metaphor, really. Pretty much everybody knows that this is clickbait and is a joke. Nobody actually looks at this and goes, well, is Hasan about to kill Ludwig? Did he aim a gun at Ludwig? Only the most lobotomized fan would ever think that. Now, the question remains, should he actually be doing this? You know, probably not, but, you know, that's kind of the game on YouTube. A little bit of clickbait here and there. I would know nothing.
Yeah, I don't mind it. Honestly, I don't. I'm gonna watch the Asmongold videos regardless.
About that, obviously. I've never clickbaited in my entire life.
Me neither. Me neither, brother.
But I just find it interesting. He's out here pearl clutching over this, right? As if he isn't this massive hypocrite who actually spreads lies about him constantly. He even says Asmongold's favorite YouTuber is Rev, which is not, by the way. And he calls him a lolly-loving essential PDF file. Says that he killed his mom. Those are like actual things he says and spreads to his audience.
Those are actual things that Asmongold could sue him for. But Asmongold's making so much money off of farming this lol cow. I don't think he's ever gonna sue Hasan unless something actually bad happens. But Asmongold doesn't ever really go out into public, so he doesn't really have to worry about being harassed in public.
When Asmongold's audience looks at this thumbnail, nobody's clicking on this thinking that Hasan killed Ludwig. It's just not even in the same universe. Hasan is actually presenting these things as actual facts. Meanwhile, it's obvious Asmongold and his editor are memeing here. Now, in this next part, he calls out Nux, the other guy with a Hasan series.
And whose statements are really scrutinized. Yeah.
Yeah.
Couldn't be me.
Like, there's one content creator who's like a lolicon, like drawn children enjoyer.
What the fuck? It's okay. So if everything is projection, then is this not projection? This sounds like projection to me. If everything else is hypocrisy and projection, that makes me think that Hasan is the one who enjoys the lolly.
And he's like a V2, he's like a cartoon character, right? And he's also, I think, like now living in Israel.
What? What? Like, tell me you know nothing about this guy without telling me you know nothing about this guy, because he literally doesn't.
But he wasn't before. He moved to Israel, I think, like after October 7, like one of his
What the fuck are you talking about, dude? That's actually not true.
immediate family members, I think, like might have died. Not on October 7. Not entirely sure about what happened, but anyway, he went like.
You don't know anything about what happened because none of that is true. None of that happened at all.
Full fucking crazy mode.
Right, so crazy mode is literally just correcting the lies you spread on a daily basis. Now, this is nothing new. Hasan has gone after Nux before. He called him an Israel dick rider. He said Israel bricked his brain. You know, this is just the same sentiment being echoed again. And is it really so shocking that Nux cares more about this issue? I mean, you literally just said his family member died. I mean, if I had a family member involved in the conflict, yes, I would be a little more interested. Now, obviously, I'm just in it for the YouTube drama here. I'll let him, you know, respond to this. But again, I think this is just a dumb criticism. Now, I don't know all of Nux's opinions and all. I can't really keep up with 2 hours of videos every day, but
I can. I usually watch his content whenever I'm, like, not doing my own content.
he doesn't really deserve to be slandered, right?
True.
I'm pretty sure Nux has said many times that he doesn't enjoy lolicon. That's just a lie. And I think he told me this, I kind of forgot, but I'm pretty sure he lives in America.
He does. And at no point did he ever live in Israel.
So Hasan is just hallucinating here. Also, I feel like...
No, he's just lying. He's just saying whatever's in his head without caring because everybody's just going to eat it up. Who cares? Nobody cares. Nobody cares that Hasan's lying. They actually don't. And the Hasan enjoyers, they do not give a shit.
Half of this information he's gotten from Nuck's video, so he is watching the franchise. He's watching all the slop tubers, it seems. The slop tubers who he claims that he will never watch. He claims he never takes seriously, but
But they end up showing up in his For You feed, which only happens if you click on the content, if you watch the content.
He's got his eyes glued on everybody's channel. You know he's watching right now. Say hi to Hasan again, guys. Now, this next part, he calls out Nux's Hasan series, where each title is Hasan is 10% fucked, etc., etc.
Why are you nodding along? You're like, this makes a lot of sense. You're in your mind, you're like, this is... It feels like a setup.
There's just like a lot of different. I mean, there's just a lot of different ways all these things could go. Continue.
But yeah, this guy will always fucking post about me and be like, Hasan is. I think it was at first he was like, Hasan is 65% done. Hasan is like 100% done. Now it's like Hasan is 1,000,000% done. And at no point.
What the fuck are you talking about, bro? You have no idea what's going on ever. Because we are counting up to 1,000%, and that will be whenever you actually finally get arrested. And so far, we're in the 600%, somewhere in there.
Point, like, does his audience ever go, dog, you said he was gonna go to jail 8 months ago. Why?
You have no idea what's going on. We're counting down to it.
Why is he not in jail?
So what you're telling me is that there's now a QAnon about you.
Yes!
And that like they're being like, the storm's coming, the Patriots are gonna come for Hasan any minute now.
Oh, you're laughing right now, all right? There were a bunch of people in your situation, you know, who were also laughing. And what happened? You know, they got fucking sued by Ethan. You know, the Hasan orbiters who were so smug. Denims was like, oh no, Ethan will never sue me.
Yeah, they got sued so hard that nobody's saying anything now. Like, no, they're all quiet. Nobody's talking.
Too pussy for that. And what happened? It turns out karma eventually does come around. And I maintain it is not clickbait, alright? It is just a future prediction, alright? Is it my fault that justice sometimes takes a while? Alright? I'm not God here. I can't expedite the process here. I'm not the US government. I'm just pointing out the sequence of events that is likely to happen if Hasan continues down the trajectory he's going, right? If he can...
It's not even likely to happen. If he keeps going down this road, it's 1,000% gonna happen.
Continues, you know, aiding and supporting terrorists by spreading their propaganda, if he continues radicalizing his audiences by calling shootings like a false flag, but I'm not saying it's a false flag, you know, just if he continues bolstering his absolutely insane chatter and fan base into becoming more and more extremist, I'm just saying eventually something's gonna happen. Eventually he's gonna get sued or eventually he's gonna get arrested. You know, when he's constantly one-upping himself with like pulling out guns and shit, and I think it really says more.
Dude, I don't think we've even seen the dumbest move that Hasan's gonna make yet. I don't think we've seen it.
About you, that you screw up so much that people can literally make daily videos about you.
Yep, that's what we call lol cow around these parts.
And it's always new information. It's always new lies, new propaganda, new responses.
That's because that's all he can do. That's all he knows how to do. He's so caught up. It started so long ago that he can't keep up with it anymore. And it's just constantly defense.
For someone who looks down on drama or slop tubers, he sure seems to love it. Also, how is this guy calling out other people for being untrustworthy?
Well, if the drama slop tubers weren't talking about him, he would no longer be relevant. We are keeping him relevant by talking about him. And the more we talk about him, the more relevant he is, the harder he's gonna fall when we get down to that 1,000% fucked Nuxanor video.
Trustworthy when he said that Russia would never invade Ukraine a week before the invasion.
We did it successfully. We stopped Vladimir Putin from invading Ukraine. Or maybe that was never gonna fucking happen. Like I said, it was never gonna fucking happen.
Oh man, this aged very, very poorly.
How can your audience trust you after that? After you're so
Because they're absolutely brain dead. That's how they trust him.
bad at reading politics. Now this next part, he brings up Trump somehow.
Like, that's what I don't understand is
all
like
of the crimes that he has committed.
Can you
against
imagine
us.
if I was like, yeah, if I was constantly just being like, any moment now, Trump is gonna get arrested.
That is actually what would happen though if like you got like, you know, nabbed or whatever in this current environment, is that like 20,000 gang stalking victims of you would be like coming out to testify about all of the ways you've been oppressing them.
Yeah. He's like, dude, did you see? He like flexed one time. That shit was crazy. It was unacceptable.
He just had to throw in a flex real quick to show off his muscles.
Oh my god, the fake laughs are contagious, it seems. His little minions there are like, dude, how can you be this less of a man that you let yourself get bitched by Hasan? I mean,
bro, they look like little bitch boys. Do they not? They look like liberal freaks that would just suck his ass so they can ride his dick a little bit and maybe catch some money that Hasan just is getting slapped with. You know, maybe they can catch some of that on the side. They got a bucket to the side, catch some money that Hasan is missing.
he just has a posse of these people that he's putting them in the iDubbbz chair. It's absolutely crazy. And yes, Hasan, your greatest crime is flexing. That is what everybody is criticizing you about. Honestly, has this guy ever addressed the open terrorist support? Does he ever have any actual arguments, or is it just bullshit every time?
You're right. Yes, true. Always bullshit. It's bullshit every time.
And honestly, I'm not sure you should be pulling out these yes men dick riders, because Dan Clancy might be a little pissed. Oh no, he's taking over. Hey guys, Dan Clancy here. Hasan, we had an appointment. We made a deal for the Gluckatron 9000, 7 p.m. You betrayed me. No more free BJs. No more protection. You're getting banned on Twitch. Just kidding. I'm a cuck too. I will be watching from my chair in the corner. Bring on as many yes men as you need. I, for one, do not care. But I do expect another gooning rag for Christmas this year. Here's what people are saying. We got the #1 Hasan glazer. I still haven't figured out what things Hasan has made up about Asmin. The only remotely plausible example I've seen is something about Asmin liking lolly. Is that it? You just know this person is the most unemployed person on the planet. Lol, what an awkward roundabout way to let the audience know that Nuxtaku is Jewish. It wasn't even relevant at all to what he was saying. He really just does hate Jews openly at this point.
Yes. Yes, he does.
I mean, his statements are...
Well, really, he hates Zionists, but when you think all Jews are Zionists, you know...
very anti-Semitic, that's for sure. Bro, making up that he didn't make things up, wild. That
Dude,
guy
right.
makes those on sounds like such a fucking cuck, I'm sorry. True!
What are you apologizing for?
Alright, moving on to Ice Poseidon. Out of
Whoa!
nowhere,
Yeah, this one's crazy.
he's called out Hasan, says that he hates him. Fakest dude I've ever seen.
I want to go back to when this guy was the worst on the internet. What happened to those days?
I hate him. I hate Hasan. I think he's the fakest dude I've ever seen.
True. So based.
He's the fakest content creator
Dude, and that's coming from Ice Poseidon, who actually scammed his audience.
it's disgusting. Like, he is so, like, he's, he pretends to be a socialist, but he's so far capitalist, it's crazy. He is just profiting off the back ends of his manipulated audience who are in desperate situations in their real life. Obviously, his audience must be like super poor and desperate or something.
They're fucking retarded.
Because they want socialism.
Socialism doesn't mean you die when you are no longer a productive worker, okay? Every single one of these companies have blood on their hands. Kick is a little bit more direct. No, there is no amount of money that would make me move to Kick. Stop asking me why. I already told you.
They don't want a terrorist supporter on their platform. So I think this is just a cope.
You don't even care about the actual answer.
Nah, getting called out by a scumbag crypto scammer is crazy. When Ice Poseidon has the moral high ground on Hasan, that's when you know you screwed up.
Yep.
I guess
Like, I like Ice Poseidon more than I like Hasan. And that's fucking insane.
everybody's just taking turns shitting on him. Bro literally works for Amazon. Jeff Bezos Employee of the Month Club. Hasan, have some conviction. Boycott Amazon. It's on the BDS list. Don't you support Palestine?
Have some conviction.
But I just find it funny, Hasan's whole operation. It's very ironic. A bunch of broke people donating to this multi-millionaire who claims to care about these said broke people while doing everything he can to keep them broke. And
Yeah, I bet a lot of the people that donate to him think that they're doing good for Palestine and Ukraine and places like this by supporting Hasan. They're like, well, if I give money to Hasan, it gets his message out there more. Like actual fucking brain dead, retarded activity.
Heaven forbid you make an extra $1. You better be donating that shit to one of his 50 causes that he's always fundraising for. You know, I, the multi-millionaire, I'm not gonna donate a single penny, but you the 9-to-5 brokey, you better be donating all your money to these absolutely useless.
If you don't donate me money, I'll stop talking about Palestine. That's Hasan Piker. If it wasn't profitable, he wouldn't be talking about it.
Lawsuits or whatever. They're just gonna end up going to Ethan anyways. Now, Yeet also posted this, Socialism by Gucci, and it's just like Hasan flexing.
Right now, on the way here, we saw like 5 people. Yeah, if you had the spares, it would have been Joe over.
Who thinks this looks good? It makes you look super lame and out of touch.
Time. What number did
She's
they
looking.
put
She's looking. She's like, this is. It's good, right?
What number did they
This is a
have
good
you on?
fit. Yeah. Do you like it? Do I look like a male manipulator?
Well, to be fair,
Yeah. Yes.
you look like that without the Gucci. Socialist fellas, we got the multi-millionaire socialists right here. Instantly, we got the dick riders. Ah, yes, because living socialism as a capitalist system is possible. Doesn't mean you can't have socialist values. Socialism doesn't mean you can't have nice things. It just means not leaving people to be without it all. But that's not in the individual. It's the government's job.
This person's fucking retarded. Holy shit. That's not how that works. Dude actually says that he is straight up a socialist, not a capitalist with socialist values. And that's not what he's trying to portray.
He's outright supporting capitalism here. Stop it with their delusions and see it for what it is. He's a hypocritical grifter. I live in a socialist democracy. We have nice things. You should look up Norway sometime. A country with no military and a welfare system paid with oil. Lol. I'm not even judging he can afford this and whatnot, but for the guy who's always like, guys, there are horrible things happening in the world, and to focus on
Don't you know there's a genocide going on?
how can you be flexing with Gucci when there's a genocide going
Oh,
on?
right.
Hasan? Disgusting. Shopping in Gucci and live streaming it surely does seem tone deaf. He could easily do this off stream. Oh no, he has a justification for that. Did he tell you why he bought his Porsche, by the way? It's so that his audience can share the experience together. As if any of one of his fans get to drive the Porsche. Actually delusional.
Dude, and yeah, and they ate it right up. They're like, yes, Hasan, King Hasan, you bought a Porsche for us.
Textbook socialism, give us all your money and we'll take care of you. Somehow they're in a Lambo with a Dior. How can bros community not feel so incredibly freaking stupid? I guess you're too
You're too stupid to notice.
stupid to feel stupid? Stupidception. Now moving on to Tectone.
We call that fucking retarded, by the way.
Tectone shows his veteran brother Frogan's viral PTSD clip. Also reveals that he has things brewing that will change the streaming landscape forever.
Obviously, coming from a military family, I try to respect the people who have sacrificed their comfortability and their safety to make sure that people of this country are safe. So obviously, me and Twitch Chat want to thank you for your service. But it's got to be pretty hard going from a place where you can't feel safe to trying to retransition into just being a civilian. And just like, okay.
Absolutely, yeah.
Yeah. So this is what this woman had to say about this, and this is why I called her fat.
I have no pity at all for any fucking soldiers. I will never have any fucking pity for any fucking soldiers. U.S. military? Who fucking who? I hope you get PTSD.
That's when she goes to stuff her.
I noticed she was eating the whole time.
Yeah, she does that a lot.
Yeah, a thing that she wouldn't be able to do without this man right here and people like him. She would not be able to be doing stuff like that.
No,
she
I
wouldn't
think
be Twitch streaming.
A lot of times most soldiers are really good people.
Yeah.
They're trying to serve their country. I don't see how you can say that they deserve PTSD. That's
Where do you think she lives?
in the U.S., I'm sure.
Yep. California.
Yeah, there's a lot of bad people out there, John.
Yep. Well, that is essentially, that is my content these days.
Just responding to people like this?
Yeah, just trying to take down the bad people on this platform and hide.
That's not even what I'm here for. I'm just here to make fun of the retards and let people like Tectone do all the work, the actual real work for me.
highlighting the hypocrisy. And I currently, that I can't say publicly, but I have something brewing behind the scenes that I'm going to be releasing to the public. I have another thing releasing in probably.
I bet it's a compilation of all the garbage bullshit that they've said without getting banned. Or it's a lawsuit.
Around 6 months that I think is going to change the streaming landscape forever. That was another big piece of the puzzle that I'm going to be using to absolutely obliterate these people. Like, genuinely obliterate.
Let's go. I'm going to be here 6 months from now. I hope, unless I die or something.
Okay, so it seems like another lawsuit is actually coming with Ethan threatening like Noah Samson, Bad Empanada, and now we got Tectone threatening, I don't even know who this is, maybe Twitch itself. He says it's gonna change the streaming landscape. Not sure exactly what he's talking about, if it's gonna be individual people or Twitch itself. Maybe Dan Clancy, the Gooning Lord, who knows? Who knows? I will be there, whatever, to cover it as the premium slop tuber, obviously.
And I'll be here to react to his coverage.
Now, I just gotta talk about Frogan, alright? Frogan! Alright, the absolute epitome of privileged people, alright? Stuffing her face while wishing PTSD on people who are protecting her.
Yeah, she's never gonna live this one down. Never gonna live it down. Especially when she's doubling down and not even fucking changing anything about her life.
Risking their lives every day to protect her safety. Now, let me put this into terms that Frogan will understand. They are not protecting you, so to speak. They are protecting the McDonald's workers, the people who cook your Big Mac, the people who give you your chicken nuggets. Now you understand the gravity of the situation, don't ya? Honestly, I'm so sick and tired of these people thinking the world revolves around them. Okay, all right, well, okay, all right. I guess it does work with Frogan. She is exempted from that. Considering naturally the largest mass will create a distortion in the space-time continuum, the fabric of space, which will lead to an artificial gravitational pull. Gravity is not real, guys, actually. Towards the center of mass, that being Frogan. I truly do pray for the farmers of California having to feed Frogan on a regular basis. I pray for the local McDonald's workers having to deal with her 17 billion orders.
Oh, fuck. I haven't seen this guy in a while. Remember when everybody thought that he trolled the internet and it was like, well, I was gone for a year and I lost all this weight, you bunch of fucking retards. And then it turned out it was fake.
Per day. It's gotta be, you gotta be working like 24/7. She gotta be like Squidward from that one episode where he gets obsessed with Krabby Patties and it just like goes to his legs and blows him up. F in the chat, fellas. F in the chat for all the poor employees who have to feed Frogan. Now moving on to Caseytron. Apparently she's called out XQC. Not exactly sure what's going on here. Seems like a bit of a troll. Basically, recap from the last video. Hasan was calling out XQC for not stopping people from saying the N-word. I don't know exactly who they're referring to. I think it was Destiny. But regardless, obviously XQC can't control other people. But he did say that he doesn't support it and he tells people not to say it. So after that, XQC...
I disagree. I think that it should be... I think we should stop stigmatizing it. But I'm not going to say it because I'll get fucking nuked off the platform. But honestly, I don't give a shit. I don't give a shit if people say it.
Calls out Hasan for being a hypocrite and says that he says the C word all the time, and that one's for white people. So now Caseytron has randomly jumped in and is supporting XQC for some reason. I have no idea what's going on. I think she might be trolling, but again, her entire life is a troll. So I don't know.
Like, I'm actually, Hasan, I actually am one of your friends who actually gives a fuck about you enough to let you know that what the fuck you're doing is shameful, it's harmful, it's unbecoming, it makes you look racist to white people.
The fuck is, what is she talking about here? What?
I'm formally calling Hasan out. As a white woman, I am formally calling Hasan out.
Dude, what have we been saying? What have we been saying? They're gonna start stabbing each other in the back. Bro. Fuck yeah. Is she gonna be the one that everybody is gonna get back on board with? Come on, Caseytron, let's go, you can do it. I will back you if you come over to our side.
For his usage, I am holding him accountable. So I just want to know what XQC now thinks of Destiny's usage of the N-word and if he will now hold Destiny accountable
Okay, of course. Of course, it's just to take a dig at somebody else.
Because his whole
I take it back. Still, I will leave the invitation open.
reason for not holding or his whole reason, right, he was like, well, nobody holds Hasan accountable for the C word, and I do. I hold Hasan accountable as a white woman.
Right, so I don't really know what the
She is speaking for all white women here.
heck was the point of that. Nobody was really asking for your opinion, Casey. I don't think anybody mentioned you at all.
Dude, I was almost on board until she mentioned, like, the whole Destiny and XQC thing.
But way to go to insert yourself in the situation, I guess.
Dude, like, oh man, I thought she was about to backstab Hasan. She kinda did. But she backstabbed Hasan so she could stab Destiny and XQC in the faces. But it kinda just bounced off of everybody because she was using a rubber knife because it was all fake.
Anyways, Casey, do we got any updates on your husband and his grinder notification, or you're not gonna look into that? But anyways, I feel like this is some really stupid drama. I would rather Hasan drop 50 slurs than actually support terrorists, because it's just a completely different playing field. Okay, so apparently Casey also called out Ludwig for supporting Ethan. Apparently I missed this.
Hasan's audience isn't watching fucking boxing events.
True.
Pretty sure both Anissa and Ian have said that it's not like sales were doing that great before the video had came out. I
wonder why. And then, you know, if sales weren't that great, why would you release a fucking content cop?
They're like, I don't really think that content cop hurt the event.
Dude, everybody thinks that the content cop hurt the event. If he wouldn't have done the content cop, and then would have done some actual promo, and people actually talk about it, it could have been a bigger success than 1 and 2.
Think that like bad faith incels running around doing smear campaigns.
There's the incel word again. That's us, the incel army. We're a bunch of uglies.
Is what ruined the event. I just know how these influencer types work, and
of course she doesn't, because she's not actually one of them. She ain't influencing anything.
think that he just wanted to get on to the next controversy, them talking about something else that he did besides like his friend getting drunk and going and bothering women at his party. Yeah, and then like this
Getting drunk and bothering women. That is an understatement.
is also just very embarrassing for Ludwig, I think.
Bro, this bitch is like throwing jabs at everybody that's in the Hasan circle. What is she doing?
You've already defended me more than Ian and Denisa. See, and that's like exactly, you know, like that's exactly what all the incels are going to be saying about him now. They're going to be like, yeah, Ludwig is annoying, but at least he tells it like it is and isn't a fucking moron like his.
Well, no, that's not how we're seeing it. We still don't like Ludwig, and we think that he is a Hasan dick rider. But we do like that this one time he came out against Hasan and was like, actually what Hasan did wasn't okay. And it's not enough. We still think he's a massive moron and a dick rider. And he came out against Stop Killing Games. Not enough. Or, I mean, came out against Pyre Software for Stop Killing Games. Not enough. Not enough.
On.
Oh my god, how many incels was that? Is that a new record, guys? Did we actually break the world record for the most amount of uses? That's actually probably low numbers for her. Casey, as usual, with the scientifically worst take possible. She's like the opposite of Ludwig. Ludwig tries to mathematically appease the most people. Casey mathematically pisses off the most amount of people.
Yep. It's fucking great. I love Casey Tron at this point. She is my favorite lol cow. She's not the biggest lol cow. That would be Frogan! But she is definitely the most entertaining out of the Hasan Piker circle when it comes to her lol cowism.
Dude, imagine being a Casey Tron viewer. Imagine like coming home from your 9 to 5 and watching this stuff I can't say on YouTube, all right? Watching this person just sit there like grotesquely streaming. Like, how are you doing this? You are completely broke. You can't even afford a lawyer. Get a job at this point. Holy shit, I can't believe you're still streaming. Dude, this is actually pathetic. You've not only ruined your own life, but you've roped your Discord mod-ass boyfriend into this as well, who is on Grindr apparently. I still don't know know what the hell that was, by the way. What was that pop-up? You've apparently proposed to him. I don't know if that was a troll. Her entire life is a troll at this point. You can't really tell. I'm gonna assume that's true, and you've actually married this guy, and you've tied him in. You've tied him into your financial situation. So Ethan's gonna extract all the money from both of you. It's like, goddamn, you just destroy everything you touch. This is sad. Anyways, moving on to the most pressing question of our time. Somebody asked Asman a very diabolical question.
If I had to live with Denims, Frogan, Casey, or Mike for a year, who would you choose? I think probably Frogan. Yeah, like she probably just keeps to herself, sits in her room, doesn't really do anything, minimal problems. Plenty of food, you know? There's gonna be all kinds of food. Yeah, well, maybe not. She'll probably eat it all. Probably Frogan. No, really, like that would be I'm thinking about this logically. She probably thinks that's a compliment. She's like, hell yeah, he likes me more than all of these other orbiters that I hang around. I'm being logical. Denims 100%. No, people just say that because they like her, right? They think she's pretty. But like, that's not really, like, that's not. Denims seems like she would be absolutely insane to live with. I've lived with some insane bitches. They never shut up. They're constantly doing bullshit. They think that they're better than everybody, so they can do whatever they want because they're pretty. She probably got dudes over constantly. Like, nah. It's not really how I think, okay?
All right, as the forefront expert in Hasanetics and Hasan's orbiting moons, let me tell you the correct answer. First off, Denims would be annoying as hell. Listening to her voice all day would make any man jump off a bridge. She'd probably falsely accuse you of SA and try to ruin your life.
Yeah, there's that.
If she didn't like you. So that's a definite no. Caseytron would smoke so fucking much the house would be stinking like shit. She'd also bring her Discord mod ass boyfriend and then they just call you incels all day while actually living like a troll. Can you imagine your roommates with Caseytron and then, you know,
I'm not even worried about the pot smell. I don't mind that. What I am worried about is her smell. She looks like she probably does stink a little bit. And so does her boyfriend and her house.
have to share like a bathroom.
Or I guess it's her husband now.
And then she forgets to lock the door. Holy shit. Oh my god. Imagine you glance at that. No amount of bleach is saving you from that one. Now, Frogan would literally cause a famine. She would devour every bit of sustenance, every bit of food in the nearby galaxy. Unless you got...
You have to get to the food before she does. Well, like right as soon as she brings the groceries in. Well, she's probably not bringing them in. She's probably ordering them. You got to get to the door to get the Postmates before she gets there, just so you can get a little bit of a meal, like a snack, at least.
2 million farmers growing crops for you, maybe 5 billion. Living with Frogan would be
You think that she eats vegetables? I don't think so.
Scientifically impossible. You would go hungry, your entire family would go hungry, she would run out of food, and then she would eat you as well. Now, Mike from PA, he's all talk, right? He's like this absolute terminally online Reddit mod. So he would be very easy to live with. This guy can't even outbox a couch. If you try to do anything or pipe up, you just beat his ass. You could even straight up kick him out of the house. What is he gonna do? Cry in his Discord? So yeah, the correct answer...
No, I think Mike from PA seems like the type of guy that if things don't go his way, he'd call the cops.
Is Mike from PA.
No.
Okay, moving on.
He's a huge pussy. I think he'd call the cops anytime. He'd do something, you get mad and like want to do something about it, and he freaks out and calls the cops because he thinks he's in danger.
On to some Destiny updates.
I heard God killed those kids because they were using NordVPN promo code Destiny to get around the Texas porn ban. On reflection, do you think that was grotesquely tasteless thing to be posting?
Absolutely not.
What? Okay, like, it's one thing to post it, it's another to say that's not tasteless, because it is tasteless. You have to admit that. Because that's literally the point of you posting it. And he's saying it's not just so he can get a rise out of people. He's a dumbass. He's an idiot. Actual diabolical retard.
12-year-old daughter's crush is in my driveway power washing our camper. I just pulled out to the house and she came outside to welcome me. So did he smash? Destiny's going viral for being edgy again. This
dude, when you're making jokes about people's children getting laid, that's so beyond fucked up. You can make jokes, man. But when you're doing it out of malice rather than like trying to actually be funny, You're a garbage piece of shit.
Guy's just a degenerate. Okay, can we just accept it at this point? This guy's just a weird.
I accepted it a long time ago.
Weirdo. It's not even edgy. This is just weird. It just shows you're like creepy as hell.
Yeah, it's just disgusting.
Hell, bro, I don't know.
He's created this false dichotomy.
Yeah, he imagines children in sexual situations. What can I say?
Between right-wing people that don't like when he says inappropriate comments towards children, and like, you know, for example, like the victims of the flooding, etc., or something like this, and being woke. And he tries to draw false equivalency between the two things. There's just not. There's no equivalency. They're completely different things. There's no benefit to doing this at all. It's just stupid. I think it's...
Yeah, it seems to me like Destiny has that iDubbbz empathy. You know what I mean?
Counterproductive, and it works against his goals, and I don't know why he doesn't.
Yeah, I mean, you're never gonna convince people to your arguments or your side while acting like a complete unhinged lunatic. I mean, saying that people deserve to be shot dead, apparently you said that before, making fun of kids dying, doubling, tripling down even on like news media like Piers Morgan and stuff, being an absolute creep on Twitter. I mean, I get it's a joke and all, but Jesus Christ, like that's just pathetic. Like, why are you talking about 12-year-olds banging or whatever? I don't know. I'm sure his life is
yeah, it's definitely on his mind. He's definitely thinking about it constantly.
Pretty stressful with whatever lawsuit situations are going on there, whatever. But yeah, you gotta log off a little bit. You're becoming a little too Hasan pilled at this point. Destiny responds to Asmongold saying that his edgy tactics are counterproductive to achieving political goals. I thought comedy was legal again. You're so edgy and cool, man. Destiny's tactics are to get people to talk about him at any cost, whether it's saying a fireman deserved to die for being in a Trump rally or his NordVPN status. His goal is attention is clearly working. Here's a the people who think his comedy is good. Yeah, I mean, I guess it keeps you relevant, but
yeah, you can say jokes, but if you say a joke that is offensive and bad and people hate it, then you deserve to get railed. You get what you fucking deserve, you know what I mean?
I never understand the sort of rage baiting, making yourself go viral, because then people just don't like you, right? Don't you?
I don't even think it's really rage baiting. It's definitely rage baiting, but it's also... Oh man, what did I looked it up in the previous video about Destiny. Vice signaling. It's the opposite of virtue signaling.
Want people to like you. But anyways, let's move on to some Taylor Lorenz updates. The #1 Hasan simp, of course. She has a message for Ethan Klein fans. Basically, if you remember, she was caught talking to kids on Roblox for basically a fake story, and then reaching out to teenagers without the consent of their parents.
That's
very
fucking
creepy, weird shit.
Ethan Klein fans are literally just like speed running every single fake cancellation that I've ever gotten from Fox News or like any of these other right-wing ghouls. The latest thing is that they have discovered these out of context quotes that were taken from an interview that I did with Digiday back in like 5 years ago about the hype.
Oh, don't pay attention to this, guys. It's irrelevant. It happened 5 years ago. Why do they always do that?
House. And they're using it to claim that like I go into people's houses and like talk to their children or some weird shit. Now here's this.
That wouldn't be as weird as what you were actually doing.
Screenshot of some of what I said to Digiday. I just want to make this clear. When I say my job is getting teenagers to talk to me on the phone and getting them to let me into their house and follow me around, I'm talking about content houses. I'm talking about the Hype House, the Sway House.
You know, the thing is, she herself...
Does it matter? Does it fucking matter?
Said that it's easier because she's a woman and it would be creepy for like a 30-year-old man to go and try to talk to teenage girls. So it kind of self-reported there. So you can't even blame anybody for calling.
Dude, I thought men and women were equal. Are men and women not equal? Dude, what, like, every single fucking thing that these leftist freaks say and think are just lies. Men and women are equal. Unless they're not. Until they're not. It's fucking ridiculous. A man can do, or a woman can do anything that a man can do, except men can't do things that women can do. Women can do everything a man can do and more. We can even talk to teenagers behind their parents' back, because that's not creepy and weird. It's only creepy and weird if a man does it. Get the fuck out of here.
calling you out. And I don't really care if they're still influencers. If they're young, it's still weird as hell for you to try and get a story by going past all the adults in the situation straight to the teenagers. That's weird.
And then this other part when I'm saying, like, especially when their parents don't understand what they're doing, that's because a lot of these kids, again, are living out in LA or in New York without their parents. Yes, my job involves talking to young people. One thing I do think is worth...
Yeah, what you really should be doing, if they're living out there without their parents in these houses, you should probably be calling CPS and getting these parents arrested, because what are they doing? They abandoned their children is what they're doing.
Talking about, though, is how deeply reactionary and right-wing this sort of innuendo and discourse is. This is the
anything that I don't like, everybody against me, they're just right-wing grifters.
Type of stuff that you hear from really extreme right-wing groups and figures, this idea of young people having no autonomy.
Oh my god, how are you arguing this? This is so weird. Now it's right-wing to think you're being a creepy hack.
Yes. Everybody that she doesn't like is a right-wing grifter. Everybody that likes her thinks that everybody who doesn't like her is a creepy right-wing grifter. But they're all the ones who are the creeps. They're the freaks.
Ethan literally just said it's shady to try to paint him as some misogynistic incel PDF file weirdo when you're out here doing this type of shit, trying to find loopholes to talk to teenagers to get some stories or whatever.
Which is actual manipulation, and I would argue that it's kind of pedophilic.
Throwing stones from glass houses here.
Also, this idea that like adults, should never have interaction with children or whatever. It's really weird and it's not based in reality.
Okay, imagine if a man...
Dude, your brain is not based in reality.
And was like, yeah, we should just have adults talking to kids all the time. I think the stigma is just really weird, guys. Let me talk to the little girl in Roblox in peace, guys.
And what is she talking to them about? All these weird freak leftist ideas. Like, have you ever thought about becoming a woman, little boy?
You're digging yourself such a crazy grave here. Ethan continuing on his misogynistic meltdown. Why is the child texting you 3 a.m. and she's like, well, there's different time zones. I think the main point was not the time here, but the fact that you're texting this Roblox kid. The stalking obsession that Ethan Klein has with me with other women is sick. I spoke about this in the video above. Ideas that Ethan...
At this point with Roblox, if you're on Roblox, I just immediately assume that you are a predator. Don't be playing Roblox. That shit's disgusting. Get out of here. I don't know how that game's not shut down yet.
Libs on the far right espouse that young people don't deserve respect and autonomy, solely the property of their parents. Marginalized kids, especially LGBTQ youth, can be in danger of their parents. I'd never out a trans teen who spoke to me about why the internet was a lifeline for them to their parents. That's what Ethan's advocating for. When did he even talk about trans kids? What are you even... What the heck?
Yeah, I brought up trans kids as a joke. She's doing it on, like, as not a... What the fuck, man?
You're literally changing the issue completely. Taking away...
Yeah, she's losing the argument, so she's like, I have to start lying now.
From the fact that you're being called out for doing some weird shit. The beef continues. Ethan calls out Taylor Lorenz for being a vindictive hypocrite and drops some Roblox memes. The fact that a bigot like this person can openly call for a disabled journalist to be killed, I don't know what the hell she's talking about. Oh, look, it's Taylor Lorenz being a vindictive hypocrite who does everything she accuses others of. Taylor, your old ass, pushing 50, needs to close Roblox and go play bingo with the other retirees because you're more washed then iDubbbz' dirty whites. Ay, 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 ay. Infamous Roblox narc Taylor Lorenz will be in the audience taking notes. Beware. POV people are getting denied Medicaid and health insurance even in Roblox after the new bill. Quick, someone tell Taylor Lorenz she's gotta solve the Roblox crisis, guys. Alright, basically this Hasan Glazer account is like, who the F is Ethan now paying attention to in Roblox media? He doesn't need to know any of this to make fun of Taylor Lorenz unless you're writing a story like Taylor. That's incredibly strange. Are the rumors coming true? Is Ethan actually a PDF file? Like I said, me making a silly...
Why is Ethan Klein paying attention to the Roblox media? Why is Taylor Lorenz in the Roblox media? Huh? Why? Makes no fucking sense. Actually, it does make sense because she is a child predator.
A joke about Taylor Lorenz reporting on ice raids in Roblox. Taylor, journalist. Ethan is a... This is...
It's all projection. Everything that they say, it's like, I'm rubber, you're glue kind of situation. Everything that you say bounces off of me and sticks to you. And it's like actually true. Holy shit, all that rhymed.
Absolutely amazing. This is one of the best like side character beefs ever. Why is that 50? Like Taylor hanging out with 8-year-olds on Roblox. Is it normal for an old hack to be chatting up little kids, you know? Now click this video or you gotta share your pizza with Frogan, alright? You ain't getting a slice. Okay, thanks for watching. Bye-bye.
Bro, oh man, so good, MorePegasus. Feed me more slop. I'll be back tomorrow with another MorePegasus video unless he takes a break for some reason. That'd be nuts. Like, comment, and subscribe. Hit the bell for all notifications. Also, I have a gaming channel link down there in the description. You should check it out.